This is Dr. Greg Campbell, and welcome to Two Talk Thursdays. This is our fourth episode, and we've had unbelievable success with the first three, and I'm hoping today is no different on that. Last week, we announced a coloring contest, and we've had some great little artists who've submitted their work. They posted a photo of it with their parents' help on our Facebook page, and I just wanted to remind you that we do have the coloring contest. I've gotten started here. Obviously, I'm colorblind. But I can't wait to see what some of the kids are doing. In fact, we had an emergency today. That's why I'm in my gear here today. We had an emergency to where one of the moms brought by something that her daughter made for our office. She says, our daughter loves your office. And so this is what Yuki did for us. And I got to tell you, I'm 58. And I couldn't do this. So this is awesome that she did this for us. So Yuki, thank you very much. So if you're coming in right now, please let me know where you're watching from. And I want to welcome you to everything on this and just kind of go over some things. We had some great questions last week. And I want to kind of bring up a couple topics. And one of the topics that I've kind of been on my mind is that a lot of people don't have dental insurance in our country, and some that do, you don't get to choose it. It's picked by your employer or your retirement plan or whatever it is. And one of the things that we said is how do we help people that don't have dental insurance? And so we came up not with dental insurance. We came up with a CampbellCare plan, and we're redesigning this during our break time. We're going to have a new folder, but we decided to have a plan for people that don't have dental insurance, to where they can join a monthly membership plan and they get their regular preventative appointments, which are so important. I mean, preventative appointments are critical. And their x-rays, that's standard with their plan. And then if they have any work that needs to be done, they get it at 15% off. And we have, I would say, 50 or 60 people on this plan. We've had great success with it, and there's three plans. There's one for children, there's one for healthy adults, and there's one for adults that have periodontal disease. And the majority of the adults, 70%, have some form of gum disease. So we have a plan that meets all of the needs of our community. And so if you've not heard about that, you probably will be once we start back up and going over that. But I spent a lot of time and energy trying to develop something that was going to be fair, and it was going to be equitable. And gives, because we have some people that go and they go and maybe go to AARP, and I know I shouldn't be mentioning names on here, and they pay so much a month, and then they don't have anything covered for a year, anything major. So they basically paid all those premiums they're basically zeroing out. So we wanted to do something that was advantageous for you, our patients, and for our community. So the CampbellCare plan is a plan that can be used in our office to go. So if you have any questions on that when we open up, feel free to call us, send us an email here at the office. We'd love to go over that with you. The other thing is I'm in my waiting room. This is part of the waiting room, and actually there's chairs in our waiting room, and who knows what the new mandates are going to be when we open up. We don't even know when we're opening up here in California. We're hearing the 15th as the first date, but there's going to be some restrictions. So I'll keep you apprised of that. We'll also email. We'll send you any information on that. So one of the things I've been doing this past week is I found a source for hand sanitizer from a distillery, and I actually purchased 15 gallons, and I've been distributing that through the community, local businesses, things here in Bixby Knolls. And I'm working, hopefully, with Bixby Knolls Improvement Association to do something on a bigger scale to donate these to the businesses as well. So I've been keeping busy, trying to keep our community going. I know a lot of us are going a little stir crazy. We're having a lot of family time, almost a little too much togetherness, if you know what I mean. And that's okay. I'm not being disrespectful, but we're going on there. So I think it's really kind of a nice thing to give back to our community, give back to you who's helped us have, 32 years of practice has been amazing. So on Two Talk Thursday, another thing I want to talk to you about, a lot of people will come in the office and they'll say, we talked about x-rays, why we need them, when we take them. We've talked about clear aligners and the advantage of straightening those teeth so that we have less periodontal issues, less chipping, cracking, breaking, things like that. But one of the things that I get to teach all over the world is same visit crowns and bridges. And so we can actually have you come into our office if you've broken a tooth or you need an onlay like we talked about, which covers the tooth, or you need something other than a traditional filling. That normally in other offices, probably 85 to 90% of other offices require 2 appointments, and you leave with the temporary like we talked about. But what we can do here is we can actually make the restoration for you, like that's made in a laboratory, but we make it here. We have the machines, we have the CAD and the CAM, the CAD-CAM machines, and we can actually mill that restoration for you while you wait. So in 2 hours from the time you walk into the office to the time you're checking out, you're done. And so you'd miss less work, you have less babysitting time if you need somebody to come over. It just is a great enhancement to your quality of life when you have the ability to do something for you the same visit. And we're using the same quality materials that your laboratories use and that our laboratories use. We still use labs for some cases. So I'm very excited to be able to, and I've been doing this now since, wow, 2008 I started. Can you believe it? 2008. So I'm on the 3rd generation of system for me. And we have 2 acquisition units. That's the units that scan your mouth. So we digitally scan your mouth. It's like a video camera. So instead of mixing up the goop and putting it in a tray and setting your tray in your mouth and leaving it there for 1 to 3 minutes or 4 minutes, which, you know, everybody loves that, right? Well, we don't have to do that. What we do is scan it digitally. We can scan your entire upper arch in about 45 seconds, maybe a minute if I'm feeling slow that day. Then we can scan the opposite arch, and then we can digitally put the teeth together, and then we design everything while you're sitting there waiting. And most of you already know that because you've had that done by us. So it's really a joy to be able to provide that value-added service to our customers, to our patients. And so I'm a big proponent of that. It's amazing how that industry, how that area has changed worldwide in the last 3 years. And I'm really excited about that. I'm also working on some software with an additional company that is just was purchased. I don't own this, but I was a consultant, and I had a lot of fun developing ways to make the patient experience better with this digital technology. So we'll donate another thing on that for you, or we'll dedicate another episode for that for you. And I just want to end on thing. If you have any questions, please write those in there for me. Would love to hear where you're from. Also, as this replays, if you have a question, put it in. Put where your question is from. Like if you're calling I feel like a talk show there. If we're type in where you're listening from. Maybe it's Long Beach, maybe it's Cerritos, it could be overseas. We've had some people from overseas. Ask those questions, and I will do my best to answer those questions for you after the live video ends. So it's been really a treat. We're working hard to try to open up. Our biggest issue right now, to be very candid with you, is lack of leadership in telling us what we need to open. We're having a very difficult time obtaining the protective equipment, the masks in particular. We have gloves, but the masks are a real critical issue. We donated almost all of our product, and what used to cost $3 is now costing $30. So we're really stuck on that. We're trying to work with the state, trying to find out what those guidelines are going to be so that we can protect our employees, our team, as well as our patients, and make this experience good. I will tell you, our office has been painted. It's been disinfected twice. Our office has always been clean. A dental office is one of the safest places you could go in America during this kind of crisis. And so when we open up, that's going to be no different. You will know that this office is impeccably clean, and that your safety and health is our #1 priority. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye for Tooth Talk Thursday, episode 4. I really appreciate you joining us, and I really hope you have a blessed week, and I look forward to seeing you in person very soon, because I terribly miss you, our patients. Take care. This is Dr. Greg Campbell. We'll see you soon.